AnnaGram has come up to over 100 views. So I thought I would come outside here where you can see the traffic because I'm going to do something special. So I can tell you that it's something that makes Aaron laugh all the time. So you're going to want to stick with me while I go through everything else I have to go through first. Something that should be explained from life literally was the Kryptos sculpture and my role in trying to solve it. One day in 2004, I think it was, I came across an article about the Kryptos sculpture at CIA headquarters, and it had not been broken yet. And the fact that an artist had done it meant that having an artist break it would be something interesting also. Kryptos received a lot more attention, mainstream attention at that time, so my solution was wrong. But I also received a clue, which was that the solution was a simple sentence of 100 letters. So I tried again in 2007, and an editor of one of the Washington papers that I contacted, they weren't either available or they weren't willing to, pass on my new solution. And I can understand that because you can only cross so many bridges once, and so I needed to come up with something else. I looked around at the outskirts of Washington, D.C. and found a newspaper, the Loudoun Times, which had less expensive classified ad space and advertising space. So I ran a classified ad through the Washington Post that looked like this. The Kryptos tableau has a spelling error on it, and I wanted Kryptos solvers to be attracted to the ad, so I purposely misspelled Loudoun, UU, twice. That was supposed to lead people to the ad I actually took out with the Loudoun Times, which looked like this. And I'll never forget the woman who called me back about the Washington Post ad, because she must have been a 20-something college student and actually asked me what the message of my classified ad was. So there was a lot of great pauses while I was discussing to her, well, it has to do with Kryptos, which is the CIA code that's been unbroken for the last 17 years, and there's 97 letters, that's why it says 97, and it's supposed to make a reference to this amazing blonde who is my partner, and to hove means to be set along, to be positioned alongside, and people are supposed to look in the Loudoun Times. But basically the idea was to get at least enough people curious that they would go out and get the other newspaper. The funniest part of placing that classified ad was at the end of my explanation for why it was placed and what it said. The girl paused and she said, "Oh, okay. I just want to make sure you weren't a terrorist." Well, in the first place, would I actually say that I was a terrorist placing an ad in the paper? Question 2 is this. Sculptors forget, and the stones they scrape, to salvage shards left over, to complete the identity of the plane they scratched upon, dividing the lumps to make clean the senses, while severing the nerves that hit them. But I draw together the strands of beauty and identify the flawed, gathering and reveling in the fragments of your entity, to worship the chips of humanity and the whole of mortal perfection. Do I sound like a terrorist?
Naturally, Mom. I'm a poet after all.
But I pull apart. Oh, God damn it.
No!
But I draw together the strands of beauty. Okay.
If you're not going to play, give her your watch and your socks.
I got your present.
We're going to do 14, I guess, if we can find the poem once again.
From Las Vegas.
Just to make sure I got it right.
I hope you like it.
Oh, yeah! I knew what it was. Footy pajamas?
Yes.
I'm a counterculture agent. Finale of The Rock. The personnel that I contacted to contact Sanborn on my behalf didn't feel it was, merit of merit. So my message, which I always thought was upbeat and positive, I always wanted to share it with Sanborn, and never got a chance to. It's not that I'm incompetent either. I mean, Anna and I, we use Vignair squares all the time to send ourselves little messages. Sanborn's work is actually a piece of art, so at the root of it, it shouldn't matter what the interpretation of the cipher is, because what he would actually be asking people to do then is to read his mind about the cipher, if that makes sense to you. Art as a whole, I think, can be interpreted in many ways, and as a poet, I guess I identify with that not everybody gets everything that I put down on paper, and that's fine as long as they get something from it. And so this summer, 2008, I did come up with another solution, which is right here. And once again, I have no person to share with Sanborn on my behalf, so I thought that I would put it here, where I explain Kryptos in the first place, and give you your surprise. This, as Sam Kinison used to say, is worth the price of admission. This is something I haven't done in years, but because AnnaGram made it to over 100 views, I'm going to do it for you. Usually it happens when I'm bored. I used to do it in school when I was bored. But now I do it mostly just to hear Anna laugh spontaneously, because she always laughs when it pops. So, alright, here we go. Basically, the top part of my ear is going to go into the back part of this right here, and is going to stay. And it's pretty humid today, as you can see. Maybe I'm sweating in the camera. It should work pretty well. Here we go. So it goes behind right there. It stays. Now that was a short one, but the more that I work with it, the more it does it for longer. As long as I don't smile. That's the key. Don't smile. There you go. That was a good one too. And you can't smile. There you go. See? Stupid human trick, because AnnaGram made it to 100 views. There you go. Let's try and make 200 views this time.